really surprised is, oh! This is actually really cool. I feel like we're part of like the medieval times.
I know.
It's like Pirates of the Caribbean. Hi, 我是沙白.
Hi, I'm Felicia.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
Hi, I'm Tiffany.
Today we are in Geelong, specifically Wanli right here, and we are about to have the meal of a lifetime. Question, do you guys eat seafood?
I do not, just because I don't try it. My seafood extent is like sushi.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say I've had sushi a lot, but as far as seafood goes, I've only had it like once or twice as like an actual meal. I haven't really been too experimental with it, but I haven't had a bad experience, so like I want to try more.
Today we are near the beach, so all of our activities, everything that we're gonna do is very beach vibes, but specific to Taiwan. First, we're going to have lunch in something called 热炒. So it's basically like stir fry, and there's gonna be seafood, there's going to be different kinds of meats, different kinds of veggies, probably a lot of things that you haven't tried before. Are you guys ready for adventure?
I am so ready. Growing up in our house, we really didn't have seafood dishes. So we would just stick to like, you know, chicken, beef, meat.
The only kind of familiarity I have with seafood is just the fish I have in sushi.
Today we're taking a little deeper.
Yeah.
We're getting a little more into the culture today.
Yes.
So we are gonna be trying a family style meal. First impressions, just looking at this restaurant, you know, the family style. Is there any differences between here and the States?
I guess less fancy. Not that America's super fancy, but this would be like really like, not low end.
Americans are very concerned about like the aesthetic.
Right.
And we go to restaurants for the vibes, not the food.
And usually there's like a waiting list
Exactly.
for the Instagram.
Okay, we're here to make some seafood fans today.
Stepping out of my comfort zone. In America, you order individual,
Your own
meals. So I'm curious to see what the family meal
The sharing
is.
culture.
Yeah.
So, do you guys know any of the chopstick etiquette?
No, I was gonna ask you that. Well, I know, like in Japan, you don't like stick your chopsticks straight up.
That's a big no-no here. Do you
Okay.
guys know why?
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't it like
It's because
signify?
of your incense, the incense burners,
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Are there any other rules that we should know about chopstick etiquette?
So, usually at a place like this, they will have a different color chopstick for each dish. And you use those specific chopsticks to add
for
to your
that.
bowl, and then this touches your mouth.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
A lot of the dishes I feel like were not what I was expecting, because I was expecting, like I said, like raw, uncooked fish, like fish fillet, like that. But a lot of them were stir fried. You know, there wasn't just fish. There was like squid and the
Different flavors.
So what I'm thinking is that we will just dig in, and then I'll tell you what it is after.
That's a good idea.
Is that a good idea?
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Actually, I don't even know if I want to know.
The only thing is that you mentioned you're allergic to shellfish, right?
Yes.
So don't eat these two.
Okay. Do you need the plates?
No. What you do is you take a little bit, put it on your rice. The sauces absorb into the rice.
Got it.
We'll all do it at the same time. We're all in this together. Because we're all in this together. Our age is coming out right here. They don't even know.
They weren't even alive.
This looks like something I would eat.
I'll go with the tentacle.
She got the whole tentacle.
She did.
Cheers.
It's got a different texture,
Which one
but
did
it
you
tastes
eat?
good.
The flavor reminds me of the beef
Yeah.
noodles.
Everything that we taste is going to taste like beef
The beef
noodle
noodle
soup.
soup.
It's the ginger. The ginger is coming out.
That's true.
Like of a Funyun.
Funyun are American chips that are made from onions.
Yes.
Onion ring chips.
Yes.
Kind of like that, but just more like raw, like obviously squishier. It's not bad.
I was gonna say it's like a squid.
This is like the
body.
stomach or the body of it, and then what I ate was like the legs. So this flavor specifically is called 3 cup. 3 flavors are sesame, soy sauce, and rice wine.
It tastes similar to like other dishes. I think the vegetables in the sauce
the
helps with
vegetables
that.
Yeah,
It makes
yeah,
it
for
taste-
sure.
And the
Yeah.
mushrooms are good. I'm not like a big mushroom eater. These mushrooms are good.
Yes.
I really like the squid.
We're gonna go to the next dish.
It looks
We're
like
just gonna
shrimp.
dig
Is
in.
it
like
It is
tempura?
shrimp.
Is it tempura?
Stir fry.
It is tempura, but don't ask what the tempura is made out of.
Oh, okay.
Cheers, guys. I'm so sorry.
Cheers.
So So this is shrimp.
It looks good.
It's good. It's on the dry side though.
You need a sauce.
So for sure a sauce.
The crunch is really, really nice. The flavor is almost like deviled eggs.
Oh.
So it's an egg batter. She doesn't like eggs. But you liked it? Okay, okay.
Like the egg yolk.
Oh, I wish you could try it. Oh,
I don't really know much about how shrimp is cooked, but I feel like it was cooked good.
yeah.
A nice like firm but bouncy texture at the same time.
Yeah.
For sure, I would like some sauce because it's like a lot of breadiness.
Some ketchup?
I don't know.
I think it would taste good with like a tartar sauce or like a lemon and just squeeze it.
Oh.
I would definitely order it again.
So this one is gonna go with our salt.
Okay.
It still impresses me, their chopstick skills. It's so crazy.
Are these edible? Do we
Yes.
eat those? Okay.
You can also eat them, and I'll tell you what they are after.
Smells good.
Smells good?
I almost sniffed up all the pepper.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
I like that. I like the texture on that one.
I do like the texture.
I think the pepper, even though it's not a sauce, it adds the extra flavor and the aftertaste.
Try some of the basil.
This flavor.
The basil is so good, especially like right after a really deep fried.
The basil is great.
So this, go ahead and eat it first.
I'll tell you what they taste like.
What do they taste like?
Chicharrones.
Yeah! You actually got it right. These are fish cakes, and this is deep fried oyster.
Oh. I liked the texture, like the crunchiness of
Yeah.
it. The taste itself of the actual like inside of it wasn't my favorite.
I liked it. There's like 3 different tastes and 3 different textures going on
Yeah.
the plate.
Crisp, the deep fried like crispiness with the airy fluff of the fish cake is very good.
Next dish, obviously, it's very clear what it is. I'll show you how to eat it. If it's not open, usually that means it's not cooked. But the open one,
Scoop it out.
Oh.
Okay. Chewy.
Is there cheese in here?
no.
Good. Tastes like mussels.
That's basically what, it's clams.
It's good. It's not like a very strong taste.
And the sauce or whatever it's
The sauce is phenomenal.
really good.
So this is called a grupper fish or a grouper fish.
Dad likes them.
Okay.
It looks.
Wow.
The most like fish I've eaten is like salmon.
It's so tender
Okay.
that you can just
I've
cut
had
it with a
salmon
spoon.
Yeah.
And albacore.
There's like grouper fish was like the most scary because
Yeah, it was.
see
The
the
fish. There's the fish. Well, I was really proud of both of them for trying dish. I was proud of myself as well because probably back home I wouldn't have tried that. Not gonna lie.
He's definitely pushing them out of their comfort
Yes.
zone
Can
right
you eat
now.
the skin? Very much. So.
Yeah,
Like I would never ever order that.
it's definitely fresher than I was expecting.
It definitely does not have any type of like fishy flavor.
No, I think it was very, very tender.
Uh-huh.
I mean, so much so that you could like scoop it with a spoon. That
Yeah.
was surprising.
I feel
Eat
like
that.
the taste of it doesn't stand out to me. It's not
Okay.
bad, but it's not something that I would order again.
I think
Right,
it would taste better if it had a spice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just the bone is like really, it's kind of hard because I'm like trying to figure it all out.
Yeah. You guys are facing so many fears today.
know, we are.
Now for the one.
I'm most nervous about this one.
So actually, this would be like a very good cut just because of how much fat. These white lines are the fat. And so having the fat means like it's very quality. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh. The sound of pleasantly surprised is, oh.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just because I had the soy sauce, but it's not very fishy, it's not overpowering. It has like that sweet, like fruity juice to it. My dad would always try to get me to eat it raw, but I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do that.
You said your dad asked you to eat it and you wouldn't, but you ate it for us?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, Dad.
Sorry, Dad.
When you gotta try it, we're in Taiwan.
Yeah.
I feel like since we were in Taiwan, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm already in another country I've never been to, so I'm like, I might as well just try it all.
Most of it actually really was good.
I feel like if you're gonna be on an island, you have to try the seafood.
Yeah, it's so local here that it's fresh. It's almost everywhere. You can find it easily. There's seafood options everywhere.
I love that. That adventurous spirit. Okay, so it was pleasantly surprising.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you drink this guava juice right after, it tastes good.
So this one is gonna be the most interesting dish of the day.
For crab, can you eat like the shell? Or do you have to like break it and eat the inside?
So it depends on the type of crab, but with this one you can eat everything.
Since it's deep fried?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanna get like a small piece.
Just get the whole thing, Tiff, and just bite into it.
Like a spider. I don't like that.
I love it.
Tastes like chicharrones.
When you bite into it, it's juicy.
It's very, very flavorful. I was worried about the hard shell, like being too crunchy.
Yeah.
It's not. It's good?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so before we move on to the soup, question for all of you. What was your favorite dish so far?
This one.
The 3-cup squid.
Yes.
I like that one.
The oysters?
The oysters I like all the different textures and flavors that complemented each other. But also one that I was like actually surprised about that makes me want to try it more is this one.
Oh.
I like that one. 3-cut squid. Surprising taste to it. Like I did not expect I would like it as much as I do. But I also gotta agree, I'm like very surprised by liking the salmon, like the raw salmon. So I feel like I would want to maybe eat that more.
Ooh, okay.
I like miso soup.
You've had miso soup in Japan, right?
Yes, I have.
You guys have had it too?
I get it a lot like as an appetizer before I have sushi.
Do you guys like tofu?
I don't eat it often enough to know if I like it or not.
I don't dislike it.
I avoid it just because the texture is always weird to me.
It's a good way to end a meal, right?
After trying like all the different like seafoods as well, just like the broth will like cleanse the palate, but also easy on the stomach.
Yes.
I really did step out of my comfort trying the seafood and the salmon. I was pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed it. Like I would probably order it again. It was just really good.
Okay, so now we are at our activity for the day. We are going to do something called fire fishing. What is called蹦火. And they use this like type of rock to create fire, and it makes the fish jump out of the water, and then they just catch it in with nets. So we're gonna get to go experience that today. We're actually not gonna do any of the fishing. We're just gonna watch and experience the ambiance. Right now, we're gonna have a little class, learn about it, and then we'll get on the boat.
这时候称为电池，就是他发现说我们台湾适合用这个当做工业发展的原料。
Smells like something's burning.
Yeah.
因为它加水之后会产生一个气体叫乙烯。
哇！
这个称为气体，它这个气体就是乙炔。它只要一加水，它就会产生更多乙炔。
Whoa! It's like a science experiment.
It is.
Yeah.
I had never heard of that before.
I was like,
I'm a fire fishing. We're gonna. That was crazy to me. I never knew a fire can come from a rock.
我们叫电池桶，我们桶子呢都会使用非常重的盖子，在作业的时候，我们的先插上去之后呢，它是一个密闭的空间。
So they like showed us the step-by-step process of that. How they use like the big like container where they kind of explode inside there.
make it bigger, like have a bigger impact.
Sounds and looks interesting. I'm sure it'll be cooler when you actually see it.
if we see a bunch of fish pop up, then we'll know it's legit.
If there's no fish, well,
Maybe they're shy, or they got killed.
Maybe they're used to the fire now.
yeah.
I don't know why, but when they were talking about how in the past how they would firefish, I was thinking it was gonna be like a small like kayak or canoe or something, and it's like, and then you just have like a lantern of fire, and they were doing that. I was thinking that's probably how they did it back then. So I was thinking we were gonna be on a smaller boat, but the boat was actually.
Have you guys been on a boat before?
I have. Not this kind of boat.
I have never gone fishing in my life, so I don't know what's gonna happen. 这个体验还有一个很特别的点是，他们有准备这个小卷米粉，刚好现在是晚餐的时间，然后很贴心，那个船长是有跟我们说，如果你很容易晕船的话，那你就吃一点小东西暖暖胃，让你的胃比较温暖，比较不会晕船。这个小卷米粉呢，也可以再加他们自己做出来的这个莫斋提的 XO 酱，酸咸的，它还有搭配很多的火锅料，完全是绝配。 Okay, we are just getting out on the boat. We have been here for 2 hours.
2 hours.
The first hour was all of the instructions, the introduction. The second hour was walking to the boat. And now, the last 3 hours are the exciting part. We're gonna have lots of fun.
Yeah.
The breeze is starting to blow.
Yeah,
We're
air out
feeling
the
good.
pits.
Yeah.
I do have like a bit of a fear of the ocean just because of like the unknown, and then at least in America, you know, there's like lots of sharks or just like sea creatures. But being on the boat, when we just took off, I felt like we sat like at the front of the boat, but just like watching the sunset with all the mountains and the city views around us. It was just so surreal and it felt like a dream. It was just like, wow, like I could feel like all my fears and worries and nerves just like drifting away with the sea.
Attractions in this nearby area. It's called the Queen's Head because it looks like a queen on the side and then the crown.
它当初是比较密合的，缝是没有那么大的，就是因为它风化，不是因为结婚久了感情不好，越来越差，不是这个原因，好不好？
This is your very own sunset cruise.
Beautiful. 过去就是石斑。
So romantic.
This is fish in sign language or American sign language.
7月14号。和永远呢都是早上8点到5点。
Yeah, saw.
那每年呢在暑假
And earlier we
小朋友要放假了，
ate
家长可以带小朋友。
It's pretty. All the mountains and the rocks, the formations in the ocean, they're really pretty. And honestly, I think this might be the first like sunset we've seen, right? While out here.
Yeah.
I'm just filled with so much appreciation for this right now. Very beautiful, the sunset and the breeze. Being on the boat and like seeing this is like, I can see why people like being on the sea because they can like erase one's like worries or like thoughts. It's very relaxing and therapeutic. Yeah, I just really put it into perspective. Like, I can't believe I'm here in Taiwan on a boat ride after just meeting a stranger and accepting an invite. You know, it's something like never would have ever expected. Like, that's something I'll never forget.
Okay guys, they just made an announcement that we are going to fish for 40 to 50 minutes. Have you guys ever been fishing? I think I asked you this.
Just when we were younger.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was mainly a spectator.
Well, today you get to be the
Fisherman.
fisherman. We're gonna be the fisherwoman.
You catch one, just throw it back here and I'll catch it.
Okay, okay. You'll grab the net. Yeah. 啊，如果钓到可以带回家吗？真的哦。
And then what, like one person caught one fish
Yeah.
3
Same
times.
fish.
3 different times.
And they threw it back and then it
I think the fish was playing with us.
Okay, so we didn't catch any fish, and now we are going to watch the spectacle of the night. What we came here for, boom. This is actually really cool. I feel like we're part of like the medieval times. or
I know.
something.
It's like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, pirates. That's what I'm thinking too.
Honestly, I actually thought the fire fishing like whole excursion was gonna be on our boat, but it wasn't. It was on a separate boat that we got to see from afar. So they turned off the lights on our boat, which was nice and calming.
Is there fish? I'm not seeing anything. So the talking lady was saying earlier that back in the day, it would be really easy to catch fish. And then there was one year where there was like an oil spill. Almost all of the fish left this area. It almost feels like a movie where they're kind of tricking you to think that nothing's gonna happen, and then in the last second, something magical happens.
Yep, here comes the fish. Watched the fishermen do their thing in action. Sadly though, there was no actual catching of the fish. The fish were shy and it was just too hot out. So honestly, I relate. You know, sometimes we be little shy fishes don't want to come out.
This is a very old tradition and they're trying to keep it alive. Like the lady was telling us, like the fish used to, no matter what, as if you lit the fire, the fish would come out, right? But now, I mean, as times have changed, it's gotten a little bit harder, but they are still trying really hard to like preserve the tradition of like keeping this alive.
I learned a lot.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like the whole boat ride experience from the start just makes me appreciate the like countryside or coastal side of Taiwan. So I'm grateful. Like, I never would have found myself in this situation if we had not let a stranger cook hot pot in our house.
This whole trip, I've been so shocked because I think people are so used to seeing one foreigner at a time, but a whole group, they get kind of like, ooh, they get excited and they want to talk to you guys, and they're like, they're very, very sweet and very nice, and so that was fun. Taiwan's kind of like an onion, right? You get, there's like lots of layers to keep peeling back. Like each day, I feel like you guys are gonna get a deeper and deeper understanding of Taiwan. Hope it doesn't make you cry, guys. Okay, time to go like, comment, subscribe. We gotta get out of here. Bye.